if you call us about a workers' compensation claim or a potential workers' compensation claim, the first step is a free consultation. We'll ask you to come in, sit down, talk with me. Whatever paperwork you happen to have gathered, we ask that you bring that with you. We don't ask you to go out and try to gather records from doctor's offices or hospitals before you come in. But whatever you happen to have already collected, we do like to see that when you come in the door. And that's helpful, especially any paperwork from either a specialist, a doctor that you've seen, that you, again, happen to have on you, and any paperwork that you've gotten from the adjuster in your case. That'll help. So during the initial consultation, it really depends on the circumstances. Somebody might come in and their claim's already been denied, and then we're talking about, okay, can I help? Can we win this case? Do you want to go forward with it? And here's what the process is going to be. Other times the person comes in and the claim is admitted, but they're not sure that they're getting what they're supposed to get. They've got questions or concerns about the doctor that they're being sent to, the amount of money that's coming each week, why certain things are not happening in a timely manner, those kinds of things. So in those cases, we go through and the analysis is, okay, here's what they've done, and here is there anything that they've not done that they're supposed to be doing, and this is what should have happened in the past. And then we get into a discussion of if the answer to those questions is everything's being done when it comes to benefits and medical, et cetera. In the future, if the person does need help, here are things to be on the lookout for, to come back in and see me a week, a month, 6 months, sometimes years down the road on a claim where the treatment is ongoing for a long time before that person needs help. So that's what happens at the beginning. Once you've decided that you want to hire me, we immediately make contact with the insurance adjuster, let them know of representation. If there are any issues, if there are any things that they're not doing that they're supposed to do in an admitted claim, we typically give them an opportunity, a very short window of time, to do the right thing. But if they're not, then we just move on, whether it's a motion to compel them to pay for a doctor visit or a hearing request because they've denied one of 2 body parts injured, whatever it might be. We'll give them a week or so to do the right thing, but we don't wait long. And the reason we don't wait long is because getting to court takes a long time. And so I don't take delay tactic excuses from insurance adjusters. They've got the information, they need to make a decision, and as I said, I'll give them maybe a week, depending on the circumstances. After that, we're headed to court because I don't want to delay that clock starting on getting to the courtroom because of these tactics that these adjusters often engage in. So that's one way a case may go. If there's something that's not being done that needs to be done, sometimes it's a motions practice where we're filing motions and trying to get orders. Other times we're actually headed to court. Other cases, people come in and they hire me because they've lost their job, they're getting workers' comp's paying everything they're supposed to, but they're at a stage where the workers' comp adjuster is angling, doing things, trying to figure out a way to cut off benefits for a totally disabled individual where that should not happen. And so my job in those circumstances is to make sure the best I can that the benefits that are owed continue to be paid. And so whether that be medical, prescriptions, doctor visits, testing, the weekly check for disability, my job in those cases is to fight to make sure that what they're supposed to do, they continue to do. Because after a while, in more serious injury cases, the insurance adjusters get to a point where they're being pressured to close the file, get it settled, get this person off the benefits, stop medical. And there are lots of different ways they do that, whether it's trying to switch doctors, trying to influence doctors, to change work restrictions. It can involve light duty work where the person is being told to do something and they know that it's not really within the restrictions, but the information's not being given to the doctor. There are a lot of different scenarios where insurance adjusters and employers try to get benefits stopped when they shouldn't. And so even if we're not going to court, in those cases, there are a lot of things that I can do to help to ensure that whatever benefits you're supposed to be getting, that you continue to get. We have to be very careful when dealing with these situations because every case can be different. Sometimes the answer for what this particular client needs to do is different than what the next one does, even though on the surface it may seem like, well, we go this way. No, in another case, we may need to do something different, whether it's a second opinion from another doctor, whether it's testing, whether it's refusing a light-duty job because we know it's not suitable versus going back and trying a light-duty job and then going to see the doctor if it doesn't work out. These situations are fluid and they can be very difficult, and the employer can make it more difficult if they are also angling to fire that person. And so this is a lot of what I do that's not in the courtroom. It's trying to help people navigate their way through this so that they don't lose their job and lose their paycheck and also lose their workers' comp benefits. If you have any questions about your case, if you feel like you may need help with your workers' comp claim, give us a call at Dodge Jones. I'm happy to sit down and talk with you and let you know what I can do to help.